Hello, folks. How are you all? I hope you are doing all great and better than I am doing today. Today has been a sick day for me, so I almost did not show up today, but I was like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna chat for a few minutes. We're just gonna hang out today. And I did not wanna lose the streak, and I did not wanna disappoint you guys. So here I am. So hello everyone. Oh, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Dravi, Dra, Dravinashu, Dravinanshu Mishra. Hello Davinanshu. Ekamjot Singh. Welcome Ekamjot. Welcome back. Dravinanshu Mishra. Fine, and you? I'm doing okay today. Arjun Suresh, hey, how are you? So nice to see you live today. Honor, how's it going? Shruti? It sounds like a Pokemon, like a Beyblade rip. Hello, Shruti. Hello, X-Pro. Ricky Saha. Honor, who is Shruti? Sounds like an avatar character. Oh, you did say Shruti. You got the seasonal flu. No, I have not been able to sleep well last night. I actually went to bed at 5 o'clock, woke up at 7 o'clock, and I have been running around doing errands and recording and stuff since the morning. So at this point, I just feel like I could sleep right here. So that's why we're going to talk about burnout today. And do as I preach and not as I do. Prince Rawat. Hey, welcome back, Prince. How are you? Been lucky so far and heard it has been a bad one this time. Yeah, I have been seeing that a lot of people have been getting sick, especially with the weather being so cold. I hope you're all taking care of yourself. Chirag Patel, hello from Twitter. Nice to see you in the chat. Arjun Suresh, hey, going good. Thanks for asking. You guys, Arjun is actually the moderator of our Discord. And hats off to Arjun for being able to take care of organizing tech talks, welcoming people, keeping the server going. He's been single-handedly taking care of all of that. And I'm so grateful to have you, Arjun. Just wanted to say that. Thank you for everything you do for the community. Sounds like Kellogg's. Kellogg's. Oh, like Shruti. Dravinanshu, hi. Are you a MERN stack dev? I am, in fact, a MERN stack dev. I am not so much a back-end person. I do front-end, but I do... Oh, Discord link. I wish... Oh, you want the Discord? Hold on. bit.ly/Shruti Discord. It's actually up on the... right here. Wait, let me point to it. Doop, 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 doop. There. Wait, no, let me check this out. Doop, 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 doop. I hope you found that. But it's right here. Any upcoming React conference? Yeah, I'm actually going to React Amsterdam this year, and I'm so excited about it. And I'm also going to be at Epic Web Conf, which is Kenzie Dodd's conference. It's going to be up in Utah. I am so excited for those. Maybe you can pin it. I will pin it. Okay. Anas, how are you? Pin message. Also, if you go to Discord and you're joining from this live stream, when you enter Discord, please tell me that you are joining from the live stream, because I would love to see you there. Sounds great. It does sound like... Sean, how are you, Sean? I've heard good things about React Amsterdam. I've heard great things too, and it's by the same folks who organized React um, Advanced, Advanced, and React Advanced New York and React Advanced London. So I am pretty excited about that conference. It's gonna be in June, and I will be there for almost 2 weeks. Sounds great. We have usually been coding on this live stream, but my energy level is super low today, so I wanted to come and hang out for a bit anyway. But now I feel like coding. You guys are motivating me to code. So here, let me connect my keyboard and see how far we can get and what we can do today. Well, hopefully you can decompress a bit during the 2 weeks and enjoy yourself. Thank you, Sean. I hope so too. I really want to go see maybe one country in Europe, so I hope I can take this time to go explore a bit before the conference. Mostly Kapoor's name was part of the film industry, and you are a developer. How? Because they did not take me in the film industry, and they what is that word? What is that word? Where they like abandon you? What is that word? Disowned me. The Kapoor family has disowned me from the film industry. The film industry Kapoor family has disowned me. Freaking cousins, I tell you. I'm good. What about you? And how's your health now? My health is better. So I am here and hanging out with you guys. And I wanted to talk about burnout because I feel like it affects a lot of people. Actually, it affects everybody in the tech industry, and we don't tend to take good care of ourselves during burnout. So why not talk about burnout? Actually, by a show of hands or by a show of yeses and nos, since I know there's a ton of you here, tell me if you've ever experienced burnout. Was working on a standard schema implementation was not fun. I saw your screenshot. Guess you're talented enough to not be in their Nepo kid circle. I know, right? But seriously, when I was a kid, I wanted to be in Bollywood, and my mom said, I can't. So here I am, pretending to be a dev. Oh, I think so. I've come to think burnout is when the emotional payout doesn't match the invested effort. Oh, you know what? That is such a beautiful way to describe it, such an accurate way to describe it, when the emotional payout doesn't match the invested effort. I wish I could pin that comment because I want to pin that comment. I really relate to that a lot because emotional payout part is really important in there. Invested effort, you're working towards like your company's job, your work in the office, in the workplace, but you don't get that reward system back from the work that you're doing. It could be because of whatever reasons, like you feel like your manager is not validating you, your team is not validating you, or the work itself is not challenging enough, and you feel like there's more that you are meant for. And so you always have this like feeling of like this not being what you want. So you're still putting in time and effort, but it's not giving you the motivation that you need to keep going. And that's where that emotional payout is lacking. So even though you're investing effort in it, you're not getting back what you need. Burnout is good until you get reward for it. I think what you mean is hustling is good until you get reward for it. Because burnout is not good. Tons of times, burnouts are a natural part of a cycle. Burnouts are bad when it drags you down towards a darker place. Yeah, I think unmanaged burnout can be very hard to um, come out of without any external help or without shaking things up quite a lot. Um, but you know what's important is that your day to day life has a sustainable schedule so that you don't continue to burn out every few weeks, like every couple of weeks or every few months. And what I have noticed, so I've experienced burnout quite a lot, a few times, multiple times a year actually. And what I've noticed is that for me, the biggest thing that I am missing, or the biggest thing that causes burnout for me, is that lack of reward cycle. So I work hard and I'm like, I'm working hard and I'm invested in it. And once that stuff is done, I'm waiting for that reward to follow. And that reward could be in form of, it could be like a monetary reward, like in terms of promotion. It could be just a verbal reward, as in affirmations, or it could be um, praise or things like that. Whatever that motivation, whatever that reward may be, and in the absence of that, it um, it gets really hard to get back to that work cycle and continue to keep doing day after day. And so I question everything, as in, why am I doing this? Why am I in this industry? Why am I doing this? Am I even meant for this? And so what I've noticed is that in the absence of that external validation and reward, I need to build that system of giving myself rewards. So rewards must be intrinsically built in the system that I am using, and I am following, in order to ensure that I have this motivation going. What that means is, let's say that I'm working hard on a feature for 2 weeks, and I've given it my all, and I'm trying to get that done. Once that's shipped, how do I treat myself? What reward do I give myself? I could take myself out on a dinner date with myself, just myself, or buy myself something nice that I've been wanting to, or maybe take a day off. Whatever it is that um, gives me that feeling of reward at that time is really important. And understanding that reward system is a part of everyday life and not just a one-off thing, like, oh, after I deliver this project, this huge project that is like a quarter long project, I'll go on a vacation. No, that reward needs to happen every single time, every single week, and it should be part of your everyday life. So that's my spiel. Really like your latest tweet about praising and supporting friends. I don't know when boys will understand that. I always praise, but my bros always ready to make fun. But that's just a fun which we do with close ones. And I think such fun interaction help to get out of burnout. Oh, yeah. It's kind of like therapy with friends. You hang out with your friends, you get the energy back from them, and it charges you up. Hanging out with your friends and people you love is really important, and um, especially when we're working so hard to get it out, and like just like finding everything that's in us to get that feature out, we tend to neglect our social batteries and tend to neglect our needs of interacting with people, and people who love us and appreciate us and take care of us and make us feel valued. But it is in those times when reaching out to a friend can really do wonders, especially a friend who is supportive and believes in you. Now I'm gonna share my screen because I kind of want to get some code going. You all motivate me to code every single day and get something out the door. If you remember yesterday, we have been building this. If you were here yesterday, actually, you might remember that we've been building this OpenAI app. We've been doing this 30-day challenge. Today is day 28? Today's day 28. We're almost at the end. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I cannot believe that I am consistent at something. This is something that I struggle with a lot, consistency, and I'm so glad that we're so close to the end. Which is why I did not want to break this streak and still show up. And now that I'm here, you all are motivating me to build some code. Gonna head out. Okay, Honar, see you soon. Time for calorie burnout. I'd be curious what you think of O1 plus Canvas for writing the app in the future sometime. No distractions for today, of course. Do you mean HTML Canvas or something else? Speaking of burnout, time for calorie burnout. Good one. All right, time to share my screen. Wow, look at that. That is not the camera I want, bro. That is not the camera. Disconnect. We'll jump in once in a while. Sounds good, Hunar. If I know anything about you, I know that you will have your AirPods plugged in and still be tuned in. Okay. I'm gonna share my screen and try not to get distracted. By the way, I'm curious to hear what side projects are you guys all building? There is a lot of exciting tech right now, and it feels like everybody's kind of like doing their own, like there's so much that people are doing, and I'm curious, like, what are you working on? A lot of people are working on well, experimenting with DeepSeek. It sounds so weird. DeepSeek. um, a lot of people are trying out the Tailwind V4. There's a lot of CSS stuff going on. React 19, people are trying the compilers and having issues with it. The compilers? People are trying the React compiler and having issues with it. Next.js 15 is here, and that has had some mixed reviews. So I'm curious to hear what side projects are you all working on? I myself have been working on this OpenAI app, and for me, this last month, actually in the last 28 days, some things that I've learned is, do you have a users pages? Hey, Zio, I don't have a users pages, but I am happy to build one. I've never really thought about building one because nobody has asked me for it. I'm kidding. My gear is pretty used to be pretty simple. I've slowly starting building it. That's why I don't have a users page, but I'm happy to talk about it. I have a Yeti mic, which is this beautiful thing here. I think it's a pretty standard mic that a lot of people use. I have some beautiful lights in the background, which give me a pinkish hue. My Dell monitor, ultra wide, which I absolutely love. Sometimes I don't even use any external monitor, or like sometimes I don't use any additional monitor. I only use my Dell monitor, which is an amazing, an extremely wide screen. So I can have like 3 windows on this without having to need an external monitor, which I love. I'm building an edtech nonprofit and website, currently learning full stack. Wow, edtech nonprofit sounds pretty cool. Is that something that you're building on your own, or are you working for somebody? Or is that like a passion project? Ekam Jot. All right, I'm going to share my screen. what happened here. Hold on, what's going on? On my own. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I also forgot to mention that I have a newer, I don't know, ring light, which I actually really like. For my camera, I usually just use my iPhone because I don't want to spend unnecessary money if I don't need to. And iPhone has been working great so far. I know one more thing which can make your coding live stream more better. Oh, please tell me. That is Uncle Chips. I actually ran out of my last bag. I have to go find another one at a store. But yeah, that would make it better. So we have been doing this OpenAI challenge, or actually AI web app challenge, for the last 30 days. In season 2, which starts in February, which we're going to do for 28 days of February as well, we're going to do the UI part of this app that we've been building. And in case you haven't followed over the last few weeks what we've been building, here's the OpenAI app that we've been building. So it is a app through which we are building a recommendation engine, and I'm going to share the GitHub link here. Anubhav Gupta. Hi, Shruti. Hi, Anubhav. How are you? Where are you joining me from? Rohit Mandavkar. Hello. Is the screen sharing on the X stream? I just paused the screen sharing, Sean, because I was seeing a weird issue in the stream. So I'm trying to debug that while I chatter. Sean, what have you been up to? It's been a long time. I want to start working on AI side project, but don't know where to start. Zio, have you been following us on this live stream? If you haven't, I will share the link from the channel. And the reason I'm recommending this is because in this live stream for the last 30 days that we've been doing, I have been sharing how to start with an OpenAI app. And the first step that you could do is, after getting your API key and everything, is to integrate with an LLM provider. I've been using OpenAI, but you can choose whatever you want. Integrate with LLM provider. I've used LangChain to integrate with it. Hold on, let me share this playlist with you. And every single day of this playlist, we have been building a little bit every single day. So today is day 28. And if everything goes well, we'll share a little bit today. Let's try sharing screen again. Okay. Display capture. How about window capture? Don't stream Streamlabs, bro. Come on. Okay. Okay, that's weird. I started following you live since yesterday. Thanks for the link. Oh, Yay, I'm so glad you're here. Um, Working in AI research these days at one of the labs. Oh, Sean, that sounds cool. Tell me more. Partial success. I know, right? Half of it works. But partial success is good because we can always do this. It looks kind of sad. So I'm going to close this. How to deal with tomorrow is my convocation. Really? Congratulations, Anas. That's awesome. Everyone say congratulations, Anas. What are you graduating from? I'm so proud of you, Anas. Congratulations. How to deal with such friends who talk nonsense and negativity. The worst thing is that they are your only friends, and if you don't talk with them, you feel phobia, fear of being alone. Anubhav, you need a new set of friends. Um, you need friends who, well, actually, if you have friends who only talk nonsense and negativity, I would ask what is the reason you're still hanging out with them. Um, so you are the combination of, I mean, it's a popular theory that you're the combination of 5 people you hang out with, and if everybody in your group is talking negativity, you probably are talking negativity too. So if you want to get out of that, break that cycle, make new friends, find people who share the same passions as you, and build something cool instead of wasting your energy on negativity. Change your circle. Exactly. There we go. I swear to God, sometimes Streamlabs just likes to throw a fit. Congratulations. Congratulations, Anas. Hold on, I'm saying do congratulations on YouTube. Congratulations. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm gonna open the code file, open recent, learning AI. And this is what we've been working on over the last few days. We have been building a real estate app with OpenAI, LangChain, Directors, Tailwind, CSS. Actually, U in Directors is small. Tailwind, CSS. Now we've also added convex. So much stuff. We've added convex. We've added, what else have we added? Already said OpenAI. Oh, how can we not say React? Of course, React. Okay, commit changes. Update readme. All right, npm run dev. And I'll do a quick demo of this app as well for those of you who may not be familiar with this. So I'm using Vite in this, which means I can just do npm run dev and get my app running. Da-da-da. Split. Then I can do npm, what was that, nodemon. I'll get my server running as well, which is how I'm talking to the LLM API, server.js. And then I need convex as well. I think it was, what was it, convex dev. So these are 3 things I need. And actually I should get this updated as well. Run server, run setup or run convex in dev environment by npx convex and then dev. All right, so if you remember yesterday, yesterday was an interesting bug that we were stuck on, which is OpenAI keys. AI CLI application in Rust. Oh, is that what you're building, Rohit? That sounds really cool. Okay, so here's a demo of the app. You're looking for properties in Seattle. You're too lazy to enter in all the fields using so many different filters that a freaking UI provides. So I'm going to be lazy and I'm going to say, looking for a 3-bedroom house in Seattle in the range of this to this. And now I just want to hit search and I want it to do the job for me because I'm lazy like that. So then it gives me properties that match the description that I just sent. This is natural language text, which is being passed into JSON using OpenAI. Now, here's a list of properties that, ooh, look at this property. Is there actually a lakeside property in Seattle? It looks like a park. Lake Washington Boulevard. Holy shit, how much is this? 1.49? That's not that bad. Okay, so if I click like, what I'm doing in the background is that when I click like, I want to be able to generate more properties that match this property. So that's where the recommendation engine, which we've been building in, comes in. Now what happens is when I click like, I send a request to Convex to do a vector similarity search. So I've got a few different properties. Shruti finds and buys a new house live on stream using her new app. Wouldn't that be awesome? Imagine if I could buy this house. So what it's doing is it's calling vector convex to create vector. It's calling OpenAI to create vector embeddings, which we then use to search between different properties and generate a list of properties that are similar to the property that I just liked. And with that, we'll be able to create a recommendation engine in which it says, okay, if you like this property, you might like these other 5 properties. And this way we can keep you trapped on our app, monetize the app, get some traffic. And now what we've been building so far in this app until yesterday is that we have basically all of this code done where we have an embedding going. We've got the vector search. I'll show you where it is. Okay, we've got the OpenAI embeddings. How's the font size? Then we've got the embeddings, and then we are doing a vector search. We're searching for properties. This is the table that I have in Convex, the property table by embedding, which is the embedding that I think that's my vector index. And I am passing in the embeddings that OpenAI created for all of the property or for the property that I just liked. And if everything works well, at this point, I should see a list of properties that are similar to the property that I just liked. That's what we were doing until yesterday. However, yesterday, it did not work completely because we were stuck on a bug. And right now, I'm going to see if I can get that bug fixed. Otherwise, we'll go sleep off. What else? Sometimes when things don't work, you just gotta go sleep. Sleep it off, sleep it off. All right, so I'm gonna have my consoles open and I'm gonna hit like. And I'm gonna hit like and I'm gonna open this console as well. Console, I bet it's gonna say OpenAI key not found. OpenAI key or token not found. So what if I put a new key in my process env and call it, you know what, I'm just gonna log this console.log process.env dot OpenAI API key. And if this is getting picked up, well, it probably isn't getting picked up. So, but what I do know is that where is my config coming from? Path is .env. If I don't write this, because I know that there is an env file, and I hit like, and I get an info. Where is this coming from? Oh, that's this thing. What is this? Console.log process. Remove this. Remove this. Delete this. Like it. Okay, so I'm getting undefined, which means that this is not getting picked up. So if I hit like again. Oh, okay. That means that my OpenAI key itself, the property itself, is not there. So let me go and find out where this OpenAI key is. Oh, hold on. Where is LLM.js? Source. Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Oh, I know why. It's okay. I know why this is happening. This is in a different env file. My OpenAI key is in a different env file. That's what I have to do. I just have to move the OpenAI key into the right env file. So this is at user local bin, blah, 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 node path, node modules, convex cloud URL. Okay. Where is this? With all these resources to prepare for an interview, feeling overwhelmed or not able to do anything ahead, need help. Don, which interview are you preparing for? Like what, front end, back end, full stack, AI, what are you working on? And you said with all these resources, which resources do you have? Okay, I'm gonna go find my env file and move it to the right place. And I cannot do this on camera. Because it's a secret. The secret in the world. Somebody's actually mad at me in Discord for saying, I said feeling a bit better, so let's hang out for some time. Somebody literally said, I was just about to exercise, angry face. Okay, process.env node file. I mean process.env file. CD development, learning, AI. That is my env file here, and if I cat the contents.env.local, I've got convex deployment. Okay, this is where I need to store my OpenAI key. bi.env, wait, no, cat. Okay. This is in convex. Okay, and then in my git ignore, I just want to add this file so nobody sees it. Convex.env. Alrighty, now if I like again, tell me that you're here. Otherwise, I'll kill you. And by kill, I mean the terminal. Oh, token provider not found. Full stack, a bunch of websites to prepare from. I can share them if needed. Yeah, please share. For full stack, what is the interview requirement? Like, do you already have an interview that you're preparing for? Are you preparing for lead code? What are you working on? Either way, I think what I would recommend is that depending on how much time you have left to prepare for this interview, yeah, so depending on how much time you have left for this interview, I would backtrack from there and I would try to work on, give yourself a deadline and give yourself a little bit of homework every day. So look for maybe try to work an hour to 3 or to 4 hours every day. Give yourself that and then give yourself a reward at the end of it. So let's say that if you have worked every day, if you worked that, like for example, if you work today for 1 hour, if you study for an hour, you're going to reward yourself by like eating ice cream or whatever that might be for you, or like watching a movie, watching your favorite show, whatever that might be for you, going out for a walk. And this way you are associating studying or working for this interview with a positive association, so that next time, tomorrow, when it is time to work on this, on the interview again, you know that at the end of this you'll have a positive you'll have a positive reward at the end of this. And so this process of studying actually becomes a lot easier to keep going day after day. I think I was talking about this in the beginning of the stream, which is that building in reward system is incredibly important, especially if you want to avoid burnout, if you want to avoid overwhelm. So that's where I would start. I would break down how much I need to study, what time frame I have, and then backtrack from that. Maybe you only need to study 30 minutes a day. Maybe you need to study for 2 hours, or maybe you need to study for like 8 hours a day. That depends on what you're studying. But that day, or whichever day you study, make sure you reward yourself. And building momentum is really important to keep going, to keep the motivation up. So if you study today, give yourself like a challenge. Like, I've been doing this 30-day challenge, And this also helps me overcome fatigue and overcome this feeling of burnout, because I did not have the energy to come today, but yet I showed up because I didn't want to break my streak of 28 days. I've been here every single day and I did not want to break that streak, so now I'm here. But if you try to gamify it, like what I have done with this 30-day challenge, if you give yourself that 30-day challenge as well, you gamify it, build in break in between, and then add a reward at the end of this cycle, you build momentum. You teach yourself that learning is helpful, learning is fun, learning can be enjoyable, and you keep showing up every single day. Even when motivation leaves, discipline can help you pull forward. So that's what I would do. Not to sound pessimistic, Vishal saying not to sound pessimistic, but on a side note, burnout is good sometimes. Only then you cancel the noise and remember to focus on yourself. I think that is a positive spin to put, that you can put on burnout for sure, because yes, until then you forget to take care of yourself, and then only when you feel so low, you feel like it's time to take care of yourself. However, I would still say that before you even approach burnout, it is important that you build in time for self-care every day, because burnout can lead to a lot of health problems, a lot of mental health problems, and it's kind of like, there is a saying in Hindi which is "aag lagne pe kuआं khodo," which translates to when it's about to, when there's a firestorm, firestorm. I don't know. When your house is about to go up in flames, that's when you start digging a well. And that kind of goes to the same thing. Like, only when you're burned out, you start taking care of yourself, which is not healthy. Okay, gotcha. I'm glad that helped, Dawn. Thanks. No problem. Okay, once I fix this OpenAI key, I swear to God, that's it. I'm done for the day. And this is so simple, like convex dash dot env. Okay, that's fine. Web dev journey. Hey, web dev journey. Ma'am, I decided to give 1 full year to prepare for technical interviews. For the first 6 months, I will learn C, C++, DSA, and next 6 months, full stack with backend heavy. Web dev, I'm curious why you're choosing C, C++ for technical interviews. Because there's a lot easier languages you can choose, like Python or JavaScript. And those languages will also be helpful for front end and back end. So why C, C++? .env slash convex. And then if I go to convex and I look for what's in your .env, and I have OpenAI API key. So then if I go to the derp, oh, I know what's happening. Alrighty, where is my convex file? Server functions, vector functions. There. Path is .env, And I wonder which path is this. .env.config path .env. Where is this? Okay, and then if I save this, this is OpenAI API key. Is that the right name? OpenAI API key. Okay, reload. Because of Striver. Who is Striver? What is Striver? I see. Yes, but I want to build solid foundations. Um, okay. He's famous in India for his DSA sheet. I see. He works at Google. Okay, gotcha. I think C++ is fine. Um, I don't necessarily think that to have strong foundations, you have to go down the route of C, C++. Everyone follows his resources for DSA. I see. Yeah, I don't think you have to go down the route of learning C, C++ first. But if you have that time, 1 full year to prepare for technical interviews, which I think is a long time to be preparing for technical interviews when you could be actually making money, then go for it. You can learn whichever language you want, however you want to go for it, but I think that is a long time. You don't need to wait that long. And you don't need to have everything like everything completely 100% to apply for a job. You can apply for a junior developer. You can learn what you're learning right now at a job, get paid for it. Okay, I think this is just about when my battery is running low. Oh, can't even say my words. Just about time when my battery is running low, so I am going to pause the stream for today. But I want to thank everybody who showed up today to hang out with me and talk about burnout. Um, it is a hard thing to go through, and if you're going through burnout, you may feel like this is the end of the tunnel, uh, or like you may feel like this is the end of this, and this is never gonna change. And what is the point of tech, and should you quit tech completely? But I just wanted to say that there is light at the end of the tunnel. What you're going through is just burnout, and once you get out of it, you're going to feel better. With that, I want to say thank you everybody for coming today, hanging out with me. This has been a 30-day challenge where today is day 28th, and I'm feeling like I'm dying today because I feel super exhausted, which is why I want to talk about burnout. Nobody is giving me a chance. I don't know about USA, but in India, it's very hard. I tried to apply for a 15K a month per job, and they're also asking DSA in that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not denying that they won't ask you DSA web dev. I'm just saying you don't need to go study C, C++ to apply for DSA questions. You can do, actually, okay, if you want to go C, C++, no problem. Do that. But you don't need to give it a year. You do not have to wait that much. I would even challenge you and say you can get a job within 3 months if you give yourself enough time to prepare every single day, continue improving, do like the top 100 questions on lead code. You don't have to give yourself a year. DSA is important. Yes, most backend companies are gonna ask you that, but you can use JavaScript to answer DSA. You can use Python to answer DSA. That's why I decided to be good so that I can apply for anything. I would just say, here's what I would do, okay? Because I feel the same way when I'm applying for DSA lead code questions. Here's what I would do. Start applying for jobs. First thing you're going to do is talk to recruiters, right? Schedule your recruiter out 2 weeks from now, okay? If you get a call back from a recruiter, schedule them out 2 weeks from now. Meanwhile, make a plan so that you're going to be studying DSA lead code algorithms for the next 2 months. So you have 2 months of time. Your first recruiter call is going to happen 2 weeks from today. From now until that 2 weeks, you're going to continue to understand the fundamentals of the programming language that you are choosing, whether it is C, C++, C, C++, JavaScript, whatever. That's up to you. You give it 2 weeks to understand the basics of that language. Once you've understood the basics of that language, then after you speak to the recruiter, the first call typically is a tech screen, or it could be a hiring manager. If it's a hiring manager call, schedule it right away. Tell them you are working on DSA. Tell them you're preparing for DSA. They probably won't even ask you that, but schedule the hiring manager call right away. If it's a technical interview, you can schedule that out up to 30 days ahead. So use that time. Now you already have 1 month and 2 weeks. You've already put in 1 month and 2 weeks. Now that interview is going to become your first preparation interview. So that interview you're probably going to do pretty bad, which is fine. That's normal. Everybody does that. But then you're going to continue speaking to more recruiters. You're going to continue applying to jobs. You're going to flunk that interview probably, which is fine. Then the next interview, you're going to do a little bit better. You're going to remember the algorithm better. You're going to remember which function you had to use. And then the interview after that, you're going to do even better. And this way, you're going to continue to keep getting offers, not offers, but keep getting opportunities. But you're not waiting a year to start applying. Because I'm telling you, you're not going to learn what they're going to ask you to do at job by doing DSA. DSA is not what's going to help you on the job. It's just going to help you through the door, but it's not going to help you get your job done faster. What you need to do is go through that door fast enough so that you can start actually getting paid. And meanwhile, I would also suggest that you start building something as well so that you're keeping yourself motivated. So if you're going to give yourself dedicated time, I would give 8 hours per day learning DSA, lead code, algorithms, just Keep doing that. Keep grinding that over and over again. And apply for jobs. Just keep applying for jobs. Get your resume reviewed first thing by somebody who is comfortable, who is like a senior, who knows what good resumes looks like. Maybe get a recruiter to review your resume if you have a recruiter friend on LinkedIn, or find somebody on LinkedIn who can review it for you. And then apply for jobs, and then keep giving interviews, because interviewing, I'm telling you, is a game. It's just a numbers game. The more you do, the better you get at it, and the better chances are of getting a better job. So don't wait a year. Chara, you'll retreat it later. You'll regret it later if you give 1 year to learn. At least I have. I should have started a job instead of watching learning videos. Exactly. And what are you going to do for that 1 year? How are you going to make money? Well, you don't have to answer me that, but you can get there much faster. Okay, folks, with that advice / words of encouragement, I hope that was helpful for you to kind of push you out the preparation, the cycle that we keep going through, which is learn and keep going and learn, and don't apply yet because I'm not ready. You're never going to be ready. Go apply for that interview right now. You may get rejected, which is fine. Go apply for another one. Just keep applying as much as you can. Keep improving a little bit, and that's how you're going to get your first job, and that's how we're all going to be successful as well, because that's what I'm doing as well. So folks, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you all have a wonderful night, day, wherever you are. And remember, you may not be at your final destination yet, but you've come a long way, and that is worth celebrating. So give yourself a pat on the back and tell yourself, I'm proud of myself, because you should be proud of yourself. Thank you for joining me today, folks. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.